decide which type of triangle it is. Which type of triangle in the sense? There are different types of triangles based on sides and based on angles. Based on sides, it is equilateral, scalene and like that. So there are different types of triangles based on sides and angles. Based on sides, equilateral, scalene and isosceles, whereas based on angles, right angle, obtuse angle and acute angle. So we need to check the type of the triangle based on these conditions. Okay, one by one I am going to deal with. The first one, A cos B is equals to B cos A. If you have this condition, A cos B is equals to B cos A, then we need to check which type of triangle it is. So for that, I may use any one of the rules. I may go from the direction of sides or I may go from the direction of angles. So here A into cos B. We know from the cosine rule cos B as C square plus A square minus B square divided by 2AC, and that is equals to B cos A. B times of that cos A. Then that cos A again from the cosine rule is that B square plus C square minus A square by 2BC. Okay. And we need to simplify. This A and that A will get cancelled, as well as this B also gets cancelled. And now if you look there, both sides in the denominator 2C. So if you left that 2C, then C square plus A square minus B square is equals to B square plus C square minus A square. Now again if you look there, then plus C square get cancelled from both the directions. Then A square minus B square is equals to B square minus A square. Send that A square this side, 2A square, and this B square that side, 2B square. So at the end 2A square is equals to 2B square. Again neglect this 2 and you will get that A is equals to B. So since A is equals to B, it is very clear that two sides are equal, and that's why we will confirm that this triangle is isosceles. Okay, isosceles triangle in the sense two sides are equal. Okay, A is equals to B, so the triangle is isosceles. So if A cos B is equals to B cos A, the triangle is isosceles. In the same way, we need to solve for the second one. A cos A is equals to B cos B. Again, I will use cosine rule to decide the type of the triangle. Okay, for that I am erasing this. You just have a screenshot for this, and then I will move for the next one. A cos A is equals to B cos B. Okay, I am erasing this. Just go for a screenshot. Okay, and now again use cosine rule. Here now I have to use the cos A rule and here cos B rule. Then what will happen? Just have it. First problem is okay, and now we are thinking about the second problem. A cos A is equals to B cos B. Okay, A into cos A. From the cosine rule, cos A is B square plus C square minus A square by 2BC. Okay. Okay, B cos B, and that is equals to B into cos B. Cos B is C square plus A square minus B square by 2AC. Now, see, just look there. In the denominator, 2C term will get cancelled. 2C and then 2C will get cancelled. Now send that A this side and B that side. Then what will happen in the next step? In the next step, we will get that implies A square times of B square plus C square minus A square is equals to, if you send B that side, B square times of C square minus A square minus B square. Okay, you just multiply, and if you multiply, what will happen? A square B square plus A square C square minus A power 4 is equals to B square C square plus B square A square minus B power 4. Again you just think about it for a while. Here what will happen? That B square is A square B square and B square A square is a common thing which get cancelled in the both sides. And now this is A square C square, B square C square minus A power 4. Send this minus A power 4 to that side and drag this B square C square to the left side, and it will become like this. So this is A square C square, and if this B square C square comes to the left side, it becomes minus B square C square, Everybody, you just pay your attention here, okay? And then if you send this minus a power 4 that side, it becomes like a power 4 minus b power 4. Okay. And now, from these two terms, c square is a common thing, and here in these two terms, there is a chance to use that x square minus y square as x plus y into x minus y. So that implies c square times of a square minus b square is equals to a square plus b square into a square minus b square. Is it clear? Now, see, a square minus b square is a common thing from the both sides. So you don't get cancel it out. Why? Because if it is 0, then there is no such possibility. So from there it is very clear that if a square minus b square is equals to 0, okay, that's one case. If a square minus b square not equals to 0, then in that case you have a chance to cancel it out. Then you will get that c square is equals to a square plus b square. Now you just pay your attention, and a square minus b square is equals to 0 means a is equals to b, and c square is equals to a square plus b square means angle C is equals to 90 degrees from Pythagorean result. So if you analyze it, at the end you have two situations. If a is equals to b, it is isosceles, and if angle C is equals to 90, and that is right angle. So if a cos a is equals to b cos b, then there are two possibilities. Okay, what are the possibilities? The triangle may be isosceles or right angle. Okay, so there are, sometimes it may be isosceles, sometimes it may be right angle. So those are that, in this case the type of the triangle is either isosceles or right angle. Just have a look, go for a screenshot, and then I need to solve the next bit. Okay, look at the third one. Cos square a plus cos square b plus cos square c is equals to 1. Okay, to solve it, see, we need to utilize another result from the transformations, trigonometric transformations. In the last class also we did certain problems using those trigonometric transformations. Here again we need to use that. Okay, so if a plus b plus c is equals to 180 degrees in a triangle, or in a triangle usually sum of the angles is 180, so a plus b plus c is 180. In transformations we have a result. If a plus b plus c is 180, then it is very clear that cos square a plus cos square b plus cos square c is equals to 1 plus 2 cos a cos b cos c. Just have a look at this. Cos square a plus cos square b plus cos square c is equals to 1 plus 2 cos a cos b cos c is a result from trigonometric transformations. Okay, it happens if a plus b plus c is 180. Since this is everything in terms of in a triangle, so clearly a plus b plus c is 180, so we need to utilize this result. Okay, if you have any doubt related to this, you just revise your transformations notes. Okay, right. So I am using this directly now. Okay, so if a plus b plus c is 180, I have this result. But here cos square a plus cos square b plus cos square c is 1 is given. So by combining these two at the end, 1 is equals to 1 plus 2 cos a cos b cos c. Just look there. For a triangle always it is correct. For this problem it is given. Then if you combine these two, 1 is equals to 1 plus 2 cos a cos b cos c. So 1 and 1 get cancelled. So in next step you have that 0 is equals to 2 cos a cos b cos c. And it is very clear, if you send this 2, 0 by 2 is 0. So directly I will write that 0 is equals to cos a cos b cos c. Product of three numbers is 0. When will it happens? In the sense either cos a is equals to 0 or cos b is equals to 0 or cos c is equals to 0. If any one of those three terms values cos a cos b cos c is 0, then the product is 0. Cos a is equals to 0 if angle a is equals to 90 degrees. Cos b is equals to 0 if angle b is 90. Cos c is equals to 0 if angle c is 90. These three at a time won't happen. Okay, here we are using or. Any one of these three will happen, and that's why at the end we will conclude that if cos square a plus cos square b plus cos square c is equals to 1, then we say the triangle as what? Since one angle is 90, and we say it as a right angle triangle. Okay, so the type of the triangle for the third case, it is a right angle triangle. Just have a look. Okay. For the next bit D, a square plus b square plus c square is equals to 8r square. Just look there. A square plus b square plus c square is equals to 8r square. You just send this 8r square this side. You will get that a square plus b square plus c square divided by 8r square is equals to 1. Is it right? So, see, for my convenience what I do is I just write 4 here and then 2 there. Since it is 8r square, which is 2 into 4r square, so 4r square this side, 2 just at that side. Now a square plus b square plus c square by 4r square, there is a chance to split it. A square by 4r square, b square by 4r square, c square by 4r square, and at the end I will write it like this: a by 2r whole square plus b by 2r whole square plus c by 2r whole square is equals to 2. Right? Right? Absolutely. And a by 2r, we know sine rule. A by sine a is equals to b by sine b is equals to c by sine c is 2r. So a by 2r is sine a. So this is simply nothing but sine square a plus sine square b plus sine square c is equals to 2. And in the next step, since sine square a plus sine square b plus sine square c is equals to 2, you just take that sine square a as 1 minus cos square a. Okay? 1 minus cos square a plus 1 minus cos square b plus 1 minus cos square c is equals to 2. And again you just rearrange it. One side you just collect cos square a, cos square b, cos square c. On the other side the numbers, if you collect it, you will get that again cos square a plus cos square b plus cos square c is equals to 1. Because 1 plus 1 is 3 minus 2 is 1. So cos square a plus cos square b plus cos square c is equals to 1. Simply it is nothing but the third bit. Here already we completed it as a right angle triangle. So the fourth one, D is also a right angle triangle. So in a triangle, if a square plus b square plus c square is equals to 8r square, then for sure it is a right angle triangle. Have a look. Okay. It is given as an equality between 3 terms, right? And that's why easy to solve. The given thing is this: a by cos a is equals to b by cos b is equals to c by cos c. A is nothing but simply 2r sin a from sine rule. 2r sin a by cos a is equals to, and here it is 2r sin b by cos b. And for the third term c, again from the sine rule, which is 2r sin c. So 2r sin c divided by cos c. So everywhere 2r get cancelled, and then sin a by cos a is simply tan a, and sin b by cos b is tan b, and sin c by cos c is tan c. Tan a, tan b, tan c equal in the sense angle a, angle b, angle c are equal. So for this, a by cos a is equals to b by cos b is equals to c by cos c. The triangle is clearly equilateral. So look there, for this fifth bit, E, the triangle is equilateral. For C and D, right angle. For B, isosceles or right angle. For A, it is isosceles. Just have a look. Still we have 3 more bits like F, G, H. Okay? And then I will solve that F. Just have a look. Cos A plus cos B plus cos C is equals to 3 by 2. There are again different ways to solve it. Okay? And I will discuss one of the possible way. In the last class, in some other point, okay, we proved that this cos A plus cos B plus cos C as 1 plus capital R by small r. Okay, 1 plus capital R by small r is equals to 3 by 2. Okay, cos A plus cos B plus cos C is just nothing but 1 plus capital R by small r. We discussed it in some other point, maybe in the last class, maybe in 24 or 25th point. I will use that. Okay, 1 plus r by r is equals to 3 by 2. Then what to say about it? This is 1 plus r by r is equals to 3 by 2 is simply nothing but 1 plus 1 by 2. Is it right? 1 plus 1 by 2. 2 plus 1. Okay. And then if you cancel out this 1, then you will get that r by r is equals to 1 by 2. Okay. So just a small change. This cos A plus cos B plus cos C is nothing but capital R by small r, and it is simply small r by capital R. Small r by capital R. Yeah, I need to write here small r by capital R. And if you cross multiply it, you will get that capital R is equals to 2 times of the small r. Just you pay your attention on this. Capital R is the circumradius, small r is the in radius, and double of that in radius is the circumradius. So double of the in radius is the circumradius, and it is true only in equilateral triangle. Okay. Again we will discuss it in the next point. Okay. Right. So if circumradius is the double of in radius, then for sure it is an equilateral triangle. So cos A plus cos B plus cos C is equals to 3 by 2 is true for equilateral triangle. So in this situation the triangle is what? Equilateral. We proved it just by using this particular statement that cos A plus cos B plus cos C is equals to 1 plus small r by capital R. That's one idea. Another idea is just by guessing. See, we need to decide the type of the triangle. One of the possibilities is equilateral. And it is very clear that in equilateral triangle each angle is 60. So since cos A plus cos B plus cos C is 3 by 2, it may be equilateral. To check whether it is right or wrong, you just replace angle A, angle B, angle C with 60, 60, 60. And we know cos 60 degrees is 1 by 2. So if you replace A, B, C with 60, 60, 60, cos 60, the first value is 1 by 2, second value is 1 by 2, third value is 1 by 2, and at the end the result is 3 by 2, and it is very clear that the triangle is equilateral. One way of proving it, the triangle as equilateral is using this small r and capital R. Other way is just by direct guessing. You just check whether it is equilateral or not at first. So to check, you just replace the angles with 60, 60, 60. Since they are satisfying, since 60, 60, 60 satisfying the given condition, so clearly the triangle is equilateral. So every problem, before going to find out the type of the triangle, first you may check whether it is equilateral or not by taking the given three angles as 60, 60, 60. If it is okay, then for sure the triangle is equilateral. Then no need to go for the other problem. Okay, just think about it. So G, here tan A plus tan B plus tan C is 3 root 3, and we need to find the type of the triangle. Okay, yeah, tan A plus tan B plus tan C is equals to 3 root 3 is given, and we know that in a triangle ABC, tan A plus tan B plus tan C is equals to tan A into tan B into tan C. If A plus B plus C is equals to 180, this is correct. Again, it is a concept from trigonometry. Okay, very familiar and very well known. Okay, so in a triangle ABC, tan A plus tan B plus tan C is equals to tan A into tan B into tan C. Here this tan A, tan B, tan C is given as 3 root 3. So tan A plus tan B plus tan C is equals to 3 root 3 is equals to tan A into tan B into tan C. So think about it. Tan A, tan B, tan C. Sum of those three numbers is 3 root 3, as well as product of those three numbers is again 3 root 3. So from there it is very clear that those three numbers must be 3 root 3. So root 3, okay, so that implies tan A plus tan B plus tan C is equals to root 3. Just once again think about it. Sum of the three numbers as well as the product of three numbers is 3 root 3. Then it is very clear that those three numbers are equals to root 3. Okay. We will check it by using arithmetic mean and geometric mean concept also. For example, if I have some three numbers, if I calculate their arithmetic mean as well as their geometric mean, if arithmetic mean is equals to the geometric mean, then we say that those three numbers are equal. It's a concept from the arithmetic mean and geometric mean. For three numbers, arithmetic mean is just simply nothing but sum of the numbers by 3. Here sum of the numbers is 3 root 3, by 3 is root 3. And geometric mean is cube root of the product of the numbers. Okay, and see, the product of the numbers is 3 root 3, and we need to take its cube root, again that is root 3. Okay, so if you are confused about that, just leave about it, no problem. Okay, so if arithmetic mean is equals to geometric mean, then those three numbers are equal. That's one idea. Or otherwise directly you may guess, since product of three numbers as well as the sum of the three numbers is 3 root 3, those three numbers must be equals to same as root 3. Check it if you need. Root 3 plus root 3 plus root 3 is 3 root 3. Root 3 into root 3 into root 3 is again 3 root 3. Then tan A, tan B, tan C root 3. Tan A is root 3. Then what is the value of angle? So tan A is root 3, then the value of angle must be 60 degrees. So it is very clear that from there angle A is equals to angle B is equals to angle C is equals to 60 degrees, and we say the triangle as equilateral. Just have a look. So F is an equilateral triangle, G is also an equilateral triangle, and the same way if you check, H is also an equilateral triangle. Okay, still there is some other way to proceed. If you need the proof, we need to proceed, or otherwise directly if you guess, the triangle is equilateral. How can we say? See, just you replace A with 60 degrees, B with 60 degrees, C with 60 degrees. If you replace A, B and C with 60, 60, 60, cot 60 is 1 by root 3, and this is 1 by root 3, and that is 1 by root 3. 1 by root 3 is again root 3, and so it is also an equilateral triangle. Just have a look there at the situation. In the first case the triangle is isosceles, in the second case the triangle is isosceles or right angle, in the third case the triangle is right angle, and again it is right angle, here equilateral, and in all the three cases again it is an equilateral triangle. Just have a look. Okay. In object 2 questions to answer, just it is enough to check or to guess whether the triangle is equilateral or not. Whereas if you go for the board examinations or for the descriptive questions, then only you need to give the perfect proof to show it as an equilateral. Okay, right. Cot A by 2 is to cot B by 2 is to cot C by 2 is equals to K is to L is to M. Then find A is to B is to C. Okay. So ratio between cot half angles is given, and we need to find A is to B is to C. Right. So this implies, what is the rule for half angle of cot? Cot A by 2 is, what is the formula for cot A by 2? For a while I will write for you. Cot A by 2 is simply nothing but cos A by 2 by sin A by 2. Cos A by 2 is simply S into S minus A by S minus B into S minus C. This is cot A by 2. Is it okay? And since it is cot A by 2, if you multiply numerator and denominator with root of S into S minus A, then cot A by 2 again can be written as S into S minus A by delta. So this is the half angle formula for cot A by 2. Already we mentioned you in some other point, okay, previously. So the ratio between cot A by 2, cot B by 2, cot C by 2 is KLM. So here cot A by 2 is replaced by delta by, not like that, cot A by 2 is just S into S minus A divided by delta is to cot B by 2. S into S minus B by delta is to cot C by 2. S into S minus C by delta, and that is equals to K is to L is to M. Okay. So since they given the ratio between cot A by 2, cot B by 2, cot C by 2, it is very clear that the ratio between these three terms is the KLM. And ratio, if you have a ratio, there is a chance to multiply each and every term of the ratio with the same constant, or you may divide also. So the ratio between these three numbers is simply nothing but, by neglecting this S by delta, in the next step you will get that, what that implies, S minus A is to S minus B is to S minus C is equals to K is to L is to M. Okay. And we know that since the ratio between these three is K is to L is to M, then we may take those three like this. S minus A, S minus B, S minus C is equals to some K times of X, some L times of X, some M times of X. Very basic concept of the ratios. Okay. If you have the ratio between these three, then these three may be some multiples of those K, L, M. So Kx, Lx, Mx. And now you just add this. If you add, what will happen? If you had this side S, 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 3S minus of A plus B plus C is equals to, we need to add all these things, which is nothing but K plus L plus M times of X. A plus B plus C is 2S. Since semi-perimeter is A plus B plus C by 2, this A plus C, B plus C can be replaced by 2S. 3S minus 2S is S. Therefore, we will get that S is equals to K plus L plus M into X. Okay. Now what we need actually? We need A, B, C. So look there. S minus A is equals to Kx. Then what you say about A? A is equals to S minus Kx. From there it is very clear that A is equals to S minus Kx, B is equals to S minus Lx, C is equals to S minus Mx. And that S is simply K plus L plus M into X. Kx, Lx, Mx. So minus Kx. So in the next step what you will get? Then in the next step you will get that A is equals to L plus M times of X, B is equals to K plus M times of X, and C is equals to C L, okay, K plus M, okay, and then K plus L times of X. And since they are asking us to find the ratio between A is to B is to C, simply you just cancel out that X, and your ratio is, since it is given like K, L, M, then the ratio is depending on that. First K is there neglected, L plus M is to, next L is there neglected, and B is K plus M, and C is K plus L. So no need to do the complete problem each and every time. Just if the ratio between cot A by 2, cot B by 2, cot C by 2 is given as KLM, then you may guess the ratio between ABC as like this. L plus M is to, K plus M is to, K plus L. Just have a look. That's the problem. We need to solve in the same manner. If KR1 is equals to LR2 is equals to MR3, then we need to show that A is to, B is to, C is equals to, L plus M is to, K plus M is to, K plus L. You may solve in the same manner. Okay, that's it.